Cousin Tasha K done did it again. She did it again. I mean, my mouth is just like, girl, I can't say nothing. Okay, y'all. So Tasha K is exposing one of Jamal Bryant baby mama. So let's go ahead and watch this video, and then we'll see what we got to say about this scandalousness. Okay.
Are you Latoya Odom?
Tasha K.
Are you Jamal Bryant, the preacher, the minister, the fornicator? Is he your baby daddy?
He is.
Is he a present father?
Never has been.
How did you meet Mr. Bryant?
He found me on MySpace. This is how old this is. He befriends me on MySpace, and then I start looking into all of his little profiles. Like, oh, he's married. He just asked me to be his massage therapist. So I'm trying to figure out the 2 and 2, like, what is going on? And he was like, well, I'm going through a divorce. He's like, I want to get a massage. Come to the hotel. I'll pay you whatever. And I'm going to church tonight. This is when it gets crazy. He said I seduced him.
You massaged?
Yeah, I massaged him.
Naked?
Next thing I know, clothes coming off. So we have sex.
Protected?
No. Louisiana people say, you know how you can tell there's alligators in the water? Go and test the water. Is it wet? The alligator's in the water. So you know I'm fertile. I just told you. So you came to the water wet. With no condom, no nothing.
He nutted in.
I got pregnant on the first try.
There has been child support paid to you.
The last payment I received was $96. And John loves him. One day he told me, he said, Mommy, I love you and I love my daddy.
So he was helping at some point.
John really believes his daddy. This is what he said at 2. He said, Mommy, I want to go see my daddy. So I dressed him up at 2. He was in Atlanta and I took him. Do you know Jamal never touched him? Just looked at him. They had a staring contest.
You mind if I talk to you, baby? Can you sit down?
Oh, that's Jamal's baby. That's Jamal's baby.
It's on my
That's your baby. Oh, you look just like Jamal. That's Jamal's baby. Father's Day, girl. Woo, child, y'all gonna
Latoya
be
Odom.
Tasha K.
Are you Jamal Bryant, the preacher, the minister, the fornicator?
That boy look just like that boy. That boy look just like Jamal. Jamal, that's your baby. Why you not taking care of the baby? Lord have mercy. Now my face, I'm just thinking, my face ended like 20 years ago. So shouldn't this little boy be like 20? Is it me, cousins? Is it me? Unless MySpace is still going on, but I don't know about it. Ooh, child, talk about take your cookie off the table, girl. What if he had the AIDS? He would have given you the AIDS. Jesus. Honey, this is scandalous. Jamal Bryant got a whole lot of kids out there he's not taking care of. Whole lot of kids he's not taking care of. And then the dumb people still be sitting underneath him. I don't understand. Now, this lady, I don't understand how women can just open up their legs to just any man. If ever there was a story to take the cookie off the table, this is it, girl. Close your legs, girl. That man could have had AIDS. He could have given you AIDS over a baby. But, cousin, do y'all remember there was another case with the whole Jamal Bryant baby mamas? Another baby mama. Do y'all remember this other case with the other baby mama? Should we play just a little bit of it? Jamal Bryant got kids all over the place. He ain't taking care of, girl. He ain't taking care of it, and people still sit underneath him. There is no way I could sit under no man like that, girl. Let's go ahead and play a little bit of this other video that came out over a year ago of another baby mama he's not taking care of, girl. Ooh, child.
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, the Pastor Jamal Bryant.
Jamal Harrison Bryant. Is that Pastor Bryant from Perth? Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, the Pastor Jamal Bryant. He can show up for political candidates, church photo shoots, and anywhere there's a camera, Jamal Bryant is there, except for child support court. We're going to get into this case review. Pastor Jamal Bryant is supposed to be in court after his baby mama realized she wanted more money from him because of nearly $2,100 per month wasn't enough for her. Shout out to court watchers. We're about to watch this video, so grab a snack or something to drink because this one right here is crazy. Won't waste any time. Let's jump into it.
All right, so were you able to make contact with Mr. Bryant?
I did reach out. I wasn't able to reach him directly, so, but I sent him an email. I sent him the Zoom information. tried calling the cell, it didn't go, it went straight to voicemail.
Jesus.
All right, let's proceed.
So, Your Honor, by way of background, again, as I mentioned this morning, this is a review and modification. We are modifying a prior order entered by this court in November 2016. That order was civil action file number 16-CV-1613. And just to kind of give you a full picture as to why we're here, our office filed our petition on July 8th, 2024. We sent the packet and our agency recommendation out to both parties on July 25th. At that time, both parties.
You're saying someone asked for a modification?
Yes, Your Honor. The custodial parent, Ms. Odom, requested a modification of that 16-CV-1613 case number.
That someone is Latoya Odom. She's got a son with Pastor Jamal Bryant. So she was one of his concubines, never married to him. But this baby mama right here is now in court begging for more money because she's too lazy to work a decent job, and she's expecting for the pastor to fully take care of her. He's already paying almost $2,100 per month. But hey, that's not enough for her.
Okay.
And so we did the review and modification process. We got information from both parties. We made our recommendation. We sent our recommendation out to both parties on July 25th, 2024. So at that time, and it says in the pleadings that both parties have 30 days to file an objection. We did not hear from Ms. Odom by way of the other state until the 29th of August, which was past the objection period. At that time, someone at the case manager did give them erroneous information and said that she still could file an objection. So as a courtesy, that's why we went ahead and set the hearing date. But we were waiting for the court dates, and because it was getting close to the end of the year, when he contacted me stating that he would be out of the country, but he wasn't objecting, we still wanted to proceed so as to not prolong the matter any longer. So, you know, just that's kind of giving you the full picture as to kind of how we're here. Yes, she filed an objection. She filed it after the deadline, though, and technically it shouldn't have moved forward. But because of the error in our office, that's why we went ahead and still proceeded once we got your November court date.
Okay.
And whatever bonehead in your office.
I'm sorry, because I said this is another baby mama. The baby mama, okay? John's mother, okay? I'm sorry, I made an error. This the baby mama, okay?
Who lied and told her she can object anytime she wanted to after the allotted time period should be fired ASAP. And listen, because she was able to move forward with this, Latoya is already going to come in here with a certain level of entitlement.
So as for the objection itself, you know, just big picture, and I'll let her speak directly to the court. But based upon the objection that she filed, there are no issues that we as the child support agency can remedy. They weren't about the finances or the limited scope that the Division of Child Support Services could really do anything about. That's part one. But part two is the child support worksheet, and I can pull both of them up when the child support worksheet up if you want to after she speaks. Stated one number, and because there is an upward deviation from the prior case, the 16-CV-1613, Mr. Bryant was in agreement to keep that same upward deviation. So instead of the child support amount decreasing, it's still a high. Makes sense.
No,
okay. So I'm just the worksheet. Would it be easier for me to pull up the worksheet, or do you want me to just tell you the numbers?
You can pull up the worksheet, maybe look at.
Poor little John ain't got no daddy. Isn't that sad? Just growing all over the place, making babies. Huh? Just making babies.
The Jamal Harrison Bryant, is that Pastor Bryant
yes.
from?
Okay. Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. So he's out of the country because he was recently married, I saw. Is that it?
No, he actually, it was a previously scheduled church with the trip. That's the information that he presented when he received the notice of hearing.
Okay. Does he have he doesn't have an attorney, and no one's present here. And but your position is what you were okay with him not being here?
Since he wasn't objecting, I told him that we would move forward. We present to the court moving forward. Since he's not objecting to the recommendation or to the upward deviation, then we would move forward. If the court wanted us to continue it,
oh my God! What a bum! Huh? And this man is pastoring people. raising up young boys, but you not raising up your own son. Poor Lou John.
Reset it, we would
No.
do so. Okay.
No, I mean, no, he got notice and he chose not to be here. That's his issue.
So
I'm actually kind of bothered that he's not here because he did not have notice. He did not have the excuse of the court. The court did not relieve him. And so he actually should be here. And the fact that he isn't here actually is that's a warrant. He should be issued a warrant. Should be issued for him not being present, to be honest with you.
Off rip, you can tell the judge isn't happy with Jamal Bryant not being there. She's throwing out the idea that she can put him in jail. However, I think it's a little bit more than that too. I don't think she has a favorable view of him because of his public image that he wrecked himself. But being a local celebrity is a disadvantage for him, especially with this judge. See, Jamal is known already, but this baby mama is walking in with a clean slate. That's an advantage for her because she's not being prejudged like him before the facts are presented. But yeah, the baby mama is just as silly as Jamal Bryant, and she's about to show it. Look.
Because it's not right. He has to be here. But let's hear what you got to say.
So the presumptive child support amount was $2,096.41. Like I stated, he still was in agreement to the upward deviation. So our agency recommendation was $2,350 per month.
I don't see it still.
So the presumptive child support amount was $2,096.41. The upward deviation was $254, which brought it to the $2,350.
Child. Lil John needs some milk. Okay. Little Johnny needs some milk. And the bum is not taking care of his child. And people still sit underneath him. Make it make sense to me.
Which was our agency recommendation.
Okay. And so Miss Odom, what is your issue with the worksheet as it's presented?
Sure. So this worksheet was presented after I lost my job. And not only that, all this evidence is not even true because I don't even make that much. That's number one. And then number two, my son has autism. Just found that out as well. And as much as trouble is his behavior on the spectrum of autism. And so for the last 3 years, I've even given that to the state of Texas. The behavior has gotten so bad that I'm really coming off my job.
Mr. Bryant, I'm going to just say Mr. Bryant. Mr. Bryant doesn't reside in Georgia?
He does.
So why are you doing it then, Ms. Harris? I'm confused.
Because she is utilizing Division of Child Support Services. So I think it was 2 years ago, she got our services. So we did the consent order.
Oh, so you kept saying, okay.
Yes. So even though our actual DCSS order is a 22 CV, the underlying order is the 16
CV.
Yes, Your Honor.
Got it. Okay, so the special needs of the child, you have a $254. Is it that Ms. Odom is saying that the special needs of the child is more than that $254?
Yes. I do want to interject and say she did not provide that. Everything that she provided us information for, we gave her credit for. That includes health insurance, dental insurance, vision insurance, and after-school daycare.
Okay.
But Your Honor, to object to what she's saying,
Okay. So what were the special needs?
So he needs to be in classrooms that are smaller than what he has. Other than that, he's always going to have a behavior issue. And this is a recent issue.
Where you in? Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear affirm the testimony you're about to give to the court is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to help you God?
Yes.
All right. So tell me what's happened.
From the beginning, or
no, for the issues dealing with the deviation.
Sure. So I lost my job in July, and I've been in the system with Georgia and Texas since 2020, which is the pandemic. I have tried to ask.
Why Texas? When I just went back, when I looked at
so I had to move. Yeah, I've moved 4 times because he has bothered me. So in Georgia, when my address was on there, they took hinges off my door. They have moved someone in across the way. These are his friends. So I had to move to Florida with my grandmother. When I moved to Florida with my grandmother, then he sent his cousin there. I had to move from Florida. And then I finally went to Texas. I came to Texas. He vetted my residence people. They have towed my car. They have slandered my tires.
Wow.
This woman isn't too bright. That's how she could end up with Jamal Bryant in the first place.
Woo, she said they slandered my time. I think it's a Freudian slip. I think it was a slip. I don't think it's, but she has unprotected relations with a grown man who you know nothing about. And so
has no character, and he don't have no business in anybody's pulpit. When New Birth down in Lithonia, Georgia hired him after Eddie Long died, it was the worst decision ever. That showed me all I need to know about New Birth and that they're not on the right track. They went from a pastor touching boys over to another pastor with past allegations of touching girls in his church back in Maryland and sleeping with all the women. Why would she be talking to a man like this with such poor character?
Jesus.
Oh, because she's just like him.
Right.
She don't have any values or morals either. That's how these two ended up fooling around in the first place. These people are disgusting, and they have this fool up here preaching every Sunday.
I mean, I have been through the ringer with this man, and he's pretending like, oh, I'm on the stage just preaching. You're not. You are really trying to negate the fact that to meet you and to see and to say, hey, this is my truth.
It's so annoying when people just start using a bunch of words to sound smart, but end up sounding more dumb. Like, what did she just say? She's just spewing words that she heard other feminists and city girls say online. All out of order and context, making no sense. And Jamal Bryant, I want you to respond to this. Do you take the hinges off her door? Do you slash her tires? Do you have somebody intentionally move across the hall from her? Yeah, I want him to answer those questions. Jamal, we're going to send you a memorandum to your church because we need to know these things. At least respond to what she's saying, because we're going to need more information. I'm not going to believe her just because she said it. Like, where's the police report? If somebody slashed your tires and ripped off your front door, that would be criminal. So you called the police, right? What did they find during their investigation?
And I need more money now because of my son. And I had lost my job. Now, mind you, I just got a new job. All this is new information. They don't want to talk to me. Every time I talk to Texas, they say, oh, well, Georgia has 90 days to respond. Then when I'll have no days to respond, it's always, well, Georgia laws are this. I mean, they have taken me through the ringer for 4 years, Judge. 4 years, and I'm finally seeing you now.
Okay, so I want to make sure I understand. Right now, where do you live?
I live in Texas, Dallas, Texas.
Okay. You mentioned that at one point, I'm assuming you were in Baltimore, because it looks like the original.
No, I was never in Baltimore. No, I was in Georgia. I was never in Baltimore.
You never in Baltimore? Okay.
No, I never lived there. No.
Okay.
Well, I always lived in Georgia. When we opened up the case, it was in Georgia.
So your relationship was in Georgia, or was it in somewhere else? Where was the relationship?
Georgia.
Okay. So the relationship was in Georgia. And then you filed for what, paternity?
Paternity
in Georgia in 2016.
Yes.
Okay. And then it looks like at some point you guys must have come to some resolution, because I don't remember hearing this case.
Okay, remember we had the two attorneys. My attorney turned on me, went to his side, and I was trying to tell you at the day of the closing, I said, I don't agree. And he was like, it's too late. They've already signed it. My attorney actually sued me for $15,000 that you awarded him for in Fulton County instead of in DeKalb County. I had to challenge his bar association, and he dropped the case because Jamal did not pay him the $15,000 like he said, because Jamal wanted this case to go the way he wanted it to go.
No, I don't know what you're talking about with regard to attorney fees. I'm looking at this file. The last thing that I had to do with this file was in 2000. The last filing was a notice of dismissal. That might be a volunteer, unless that was some type of contempt. I have you filing a notice of volunteer dismissal in November.
No, that wasn't me. Oh no, yeah. I've been challenged in this case for a long time.
Wow. No, this is you. This is your it's notice of voluntary dismissal. But let me see what it might be. It might be on a contempt. Let's see. Did you file a contempt against him?
Lately, I haven't filed anything. The only thing I can say, I've been responding to Georgia when I've read in there.
And this is the part right here where this dingbat had the advantage going in, because the judge already didn't care much for Jamal Bryant. But she's about to lose that advantage as the judge basically went on to expose her as a liar.
No, ma'am. You filed this. You filed this October 3rd, 2017, motion for contempt and sanction.
That's because that was the attorney that turned on me. Yes, that's why that is the way it is. Because he turned on me and he sued me for $15,000. They play games with your court.
So this $15,000 is dealing with. You said
you awarded my attorney $15,000, and my attorney said at the end, when everything was said and done and you ruled out on it, you said, and I told you, I said, I don't agree. And Jamal was actually on the phone. He didn't even come to your court. And I said, I would never agree to him being on the phone in the court. And then all of a sudden, when I seen the decree, what you signed because of the attorneys, it was sealed. It was all kind of things. And then that man turned on me and he sued me for $15,000 that you awarded him for. And I challenged his bar license.
No, that's not true. I would not have sealed. I may have sealed his finances, but I would not have sealed. No, I don't do that.
You're now hearing all this manipulative language that she's using to make herself out to be a victim. Listen, this woman is not a victim of anything. She said, quote, that man turned on me. Now, every attorney will have attorney fees. They're not working on your case for free. In this case, the judge ordered Jamal Bryant to pay the fees. But somehow this woman and her attorney, they started bumping heads. So she tried to destroy his career too. Then she told the judge that Jamal was playing with her courtroom. That was before moving on to accuse the judge of stealing the whole case. I mean, she started with all these allegations, causing the judge to get off topic to address all of her lies.
No, ma'am.
All I'm saying is sealed. Our case is sealed. And it's been sealed. They sealed it. And the only reason I'm here is because I had to go to child support court because of attorneys.
No, ma'am. The only reason why you're in court right now is because you're begging for more money. You're getting $2,096 per month. That's about $2,100. And you said that's not enough because you lost your job. Then the child support office came up with additional money for you. That amount set at $2,350. Pastor Bryant agreed to $2,350, basically because he didn't objecting because even though you got your way with the child support deviation, they said they'll give you $2,350. Somehow that still wasn't enough for you, and that's why you're in court right now.
And something. I don't.
I'm sorry.
I don't seal baby cases. No, ma'am, I don't. What I sealed was your finances, the financial information. The court hereby, there was an emergency motion to seal, and I ordered to compel
that Jamal was playing with her courtroom. That was before moving on to accuse a judge of sealing the whole case. I mean, she started with all these allegations, causing the judge to get off topic to address all of her lies.
No, ma'am.
All I'm saying is sealed. Our case is sealed, and it's been sealed. They sealed it. And the only reason why I'm here is because I had to go to child support court because of attorneys.
No, ma'am. The only reason why you're in court right now is because you're begging for more money. You're getting $2,096 per month. That's about $2,100. And you said that's not enough because you lost your job. Then the child support office came up with additional money for you. That amount set at $2,350. Pastor Bryant agreed to $2,350, basically because he didn't object. You're the one objecting because even though you got your way with the child support deviation, they said they'll give you $2,350. Somehow that still wasn't enough for you, and that's why you're in court right now.
And something. I don't seal baby cases. No, ma'am, I don't. What I sealed was your finances, the financial information. The court hereby, there was an emergency motion to seal, and I ordered to compel the motion to discovery and exhibits thereto shall be sealed. Not the case, just those exhibits relating to your finances and also your final, but not the whole case. This case is not sealed. It is a public view case. But and if it did get completely sealed, that's not what the order says. The clerk of court is hereby ordered to seal plaintiff July 8, 2016 motion to compel discovery. I did not seal this case. I don't seal cases like that.
Wow.
No, ma'am, that's not me.
Okay.
So this case right here was it might, now the clerk may have misinterpreted and sealed the whole file, but that was not my order. My order was I was trying to seal the finances so that no one would know exactly what Pastor Bryant made because of just circumstances and the fact that he was a pastor of a mega church. By the time it was a mega church, and I have done that. And I do that for a lot of people who have high income finances that might run into conflict with various things. I might seal the finances, but I don't seal cases.
It's sealed, Judge.
To children, like if something happens, somebody doesn't want the case to be known to the public. No, I don't do that. There has to be a real reason for that. Generally, a safety reason for that. But I'm not going to seal it simply because someone is saying that they don't want anyone to know about their personal issues. No, I don't do that. So I'm not saying that the case is not filed, but I'm saying that is not sealed. But that is not what my order tells the clerk to do. It may have been misinterpreted that way, and it got sealed. But even when I look at it, it doesn't have the seal marks on it, even from my side. But I'm not sure. Okay, because
it didn't have it on my side either.
It's sealed on your side?
No, it was not. The only thing that was sealed on our side was the child support worksheet and addendum.
Here's another lie. The judge caught LaToya in a bunch of lies, by the way. The case wasn't sealed, but she sat up there and accused the judge of sealing the case. The judge went into the system and saw it wasn't sealed, and the ATA also confirmed it wasn't sealed. The crazy part is the judge literally gave LaToya the benefit of the doubt. She was like, maybe the clerk made a mistake and sealed it. No, the clerk didn't do anything wrong. They did not seal the case. This was a lie that LaToya told in court. Once again, she got exposed.
Yes, ma'am. Everything else, this is not a sealed case. I just want to make sure we get that straight first. And what was the second thing you said you think I did? Because that doesn't sound like me. Tell me what else you said I think I did.
I'm not saying what else you said you did. You're saying that I filed a content and then I unfiled it, and I never did that.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, you did it. You did it.
What I'm saying is the attorney shiced me.
I'm not saying the attorney shiced you. I don't know about that. I'm telling you these things are in your name with the same signature that I'm looking at from one page.
They could have copied it. They could have did anything. I didn't do that because I've been trying to get extra funds. When I first did this was about him not paying on time.
Before you deny it, let's see it, okay? Because I think because I'm looking at both the signatures from the first time you filed to the last. This is the same signature, and it was dismissed by you. But and I'm actually kind of getting away from the real issues while we're here today. But I went back and tried to understand what was going on in the file and what happened. But I'm going to send these. I'm going to share it with you in a minute. But no, you got rid of that contempt. Now, what this contempt is about could be related to the attorney's fees. Let me see real quick. Let me see. Jamal, contempt of court for failing to pay the above. Ms. Wistfully complied. Jamal Harris has failed and willfully refused to comply with paying plaintiff's attorney's fees in the amount of $13,500. So I indicated that he was supposed to pay your attorney's fees.
Yeah, and then the attorney that I had turned around and sued me in Fulton County is what I'm saying, and he served me at my home.
Yes,
and I had to.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying. I don't know why you did what you did. All I know is you brought it to the court. I would have taken care of it because he is supposed to pay your attorney's fees, and as of today, he still is responsible for paying this money to you. That's what it looks like here. That whether you file that again is up to you, but you withdrew it. I don't know why you withdrew it, but you did. On the 17th, before I could order for him to pay you that money, you withdrew it. So I assume he must have paid it because that's what it says here. I'm going to show it to you.
Two lies here. She lied and said she did sign the paperwork, and she suggested that the attorney forged her signature. The judge obviously debunked that. Toya also said the judge ordered her to pay her attorney. That was also a lie. She pulled out and saw that she ordered Jamal Bryant to pay the fees.
Because you're saying the attorneys forged your name on this document. It doesn't look like it. It looks like the same information. And it was dated October 3rd, 2017. But
so he was still my attorney at that time.
Money. We
just what I'm saying. And then we had email going back and forth.
What I'm saying,
trying to sue me again.
I see that there are 2 documents that I can see now have been sealed. That's it. The whole other file is, I just double checked. The whole other file is available to the public. As far as attorney's fees, I did not require you to pay his attorney's fees. I required him to pay your attorney's fees. When he did not pay them, you were required to tell me that, and then I would make him pay them. But before I could make him pay them, you took the case back. Now I know your position is you don't see it. Let me see if Miss Harris, see if you can pull up this case for me and let me see it and share it so she can see what we're talking about.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, so go. It's 16 CV 1613.
Okay.
And the document that she originally filed was dated on. Let me see. Oh, wait a minute. Looks like I did a contempt order. Let me see. It looks like I did a contempt order. Looks like I did a June 5th contempt order.
That was for insurance because he still doesn't have insurance card and life policy and all that.
Okay, and then so then you're right. So it looks like I did an order, but then you filed another contempt. This was a motion for contempt that you filed on October 13th. October 13th. Look for the one for October 13th.
Okay.
And then see if you can share it so she can see what I'm talking about.
I see the motion for contempt.
It's October 13th. Open that one.
I have the motion. Can you see it?
Yeah, go to the bottom. Right there. That's your signature.
Scandalous.
That's my signature.
That's your address and that's your email address. And that's where the notice went. That's a motion you filed. Go up. Go to the top so you can see. That's how it looked. Motion for contempt and sanctions.
I know I wouldn't have done that because of the way it is. That is from that. I'm telling you who this is from. This is from that man. He is grimy. What's his name? Bill Lester is the attorney.
Is that your signature?
That's my signature.
I don't doubt he might have helped you file it because it is set up like an attorney. But that is your signature. And
no, he didn't help me file anything. He might have filed that on his own. He could have. I mean, I signed it because I was his client.
So you did.
No, I'm saying I have signed something, but I'm not saying I signed this. I would have never retracted it if I did it. I used to work for an attorney. I wouldn't take it back if I filed it because they were coming at me.
I don't know what happened. What I'm trying to tell you, whether it's you or your attorney, it's still you. Okay. So if your attorney got you to sign it and you didn't know what you were signing and you decided to sign it anyway, it's still you.
Right. And why are you signing papers you didn't read, Miss? I used to work for an attorney. See, you can't claim brilliance and great done at the same time. These people did not forge her signature. Now, I believe she's lying on the attorney, just like she told these other lies on the judge. Her words are not credible. She's been caught in way too many lies already. Either way, though, this has nothing to do with the case. The judge is only taking the time to address her allegations because she started running down all these lies.
So this is your motion. And after you filed that motion, before it looks like we tried to hear it because you asked me for dates. It looks like you asked twice for dates. And then before it could be set, you filed a notice of dismissal, the notice of dismissal on November 2nd.
Okay.
And then you didn't file the motion, then that means you never thought you had a motion for contempt. Wow. So it makes sense.
It happened in Fulton. I didn't know that I could even do it in DeKalb. When he was trying to sue me, he filed it in
right. And that might be the reason why you might have dismissed it because it was in the wrong place. That could have been it, and you filed it again in Fulton. But in DeKalb, this is what happened. So I just want
to see it. It says mine.
No, I can't see it.
It says my sharing is paused.
Okay, then let Miss Noah. Miss Noah, if you could do it, November 2nd. Yeah, all I was trying to make sure that you understood the reason why I took the time over here is because I know you seem very passionate about your matters, but I want to set the record straight with regard to what this court did or did not do. That's the only reason I'm taking the time to do this for you, because I want you to know what this court did or did not do. Right. I did not seal anything regarding the whole of your case. I sealed some personal documents regarding your income and his, and that was only 2 documents that I sealed. Everything else is available to your case. The next thing is I did not make him pay. I did not make you pay his attorney's fees. I indicated that he was supposed to pay your attorney's fees. Now, if he didn't do it, then your attorney or you get someone else to do it, file a motion to say, hey, Mr. Bryant didn't pay his attorney's fees. And then I will come in and go, oh, Mr. Bryant, you got to pay these fees. So to the extent he has not paid your attorney's fees, you need to get an attorney because by law, my order, he was supposed to do it. So I don't know if he's done it at this juncture or not, but I did not do the reverse. It wouldn't make sense for me to do the reverse. He makes 10 times the amount you make. There's no way I would have done that. That's all I'm doing is clear the record with regard to what this court did, because you need to understand I'm being objective and you got to trust what I'm doing. So I'm going to make sure you understand what I'm doing. Okay. Now that we've gotten that straight, let's go back to your original case. Okay.
So LaToya lied about the case being sealed. It's not sealed. She also lied about the judge ordering her to pay attorney fees. And remember, she lied on the attorney, saying her signature was forged. She's the one telling all these lies, but she's calling everybody else grimy. And if she's lying about that, what else is she lying about? Yeah, I want to see the police report of the slashed tires and the door of the hinges to her residence. I'm going to have to see the full investigation because she's told several lies already. This woman is not credible at all. But the judge is still giving her grace after she lied under oath in her courtroom.
Now, tell me what it is that your son is doing that is not reflected in the child support worksheet that Ms. Harris presented. What's going on?
So I don't have insurance. I haven't had insurance since we started, and we came back to court for that. He still doesn't have an insurance policy. You asked him to do that. You also asked him to have a insurance. We still don't have that.
Now, I want to make sure you understand one thing. There are two different types of matters that are happening to you right now. The first is dealing with the actual legitimation of paternity case where I did some orders on them. Okay, those orders. Now, I got to make sure that what's translating is something that I can handle in this case, because they're two separate matters. And then he has to get notice that you're complaining about the fact that he hasn't paid attorney's fees. So we can't deal with that right now because he hasn't been noticed with the fact that he hasn't paid attorney's fees. You would have to file another motion under this 16 CV case, or you will, of course, you will file a whole different motion for contempt matter, whether that is wherever he lives at now. I don't know if he lives in the cab or lives in Fulton. I'm not sure where he lives, but you would have to file a motion for contempt in the county where he lives relating to these things that I ruled on in 2017 or 2016. Right. Now, if you're talking about child support, the things that they have picked up on right here, and your fact that you want a modification of child support because you're asking the DA's office to, or the Department of Children's Services to do a modification of your matter, and I don't mind doing it, but I want to make sure there are certain things I can't touch. I can't touch them because they're brought under the wrong file. And also you're asking someone else to prosecute it, so they need to bring it because you're asking them to prosecute it. Okay, does that kind of make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so right now we're going to do a modification of those things. It doesn't mean that if he hasn't paid, if he's supposed to do insurance and he hasn't done it, you can take that up. You can file a motion for contempt saying he has not paid, he has not put the child on insurance, and we'll take that up. But for right now, I need to know what it is that needs to go in these sheets. Okay. All right. So tell me what it is that you want him to pay for in this modification.
Yeah, I want him to pay for the school that John has to go to now.
What school does he have to go to?
There's two I've chosen that have like insured quality of life for John as far as like autism. It's called Legacy Vision Academy.
I hate to interrupt, but is he enrolled in these? Because you provided us a school that he's currently enrolled in.
Yeah, and that school does not. They're not. That school doesn't even have the program that he needs for autism.
But you haven't enrolled him in the other one, correct?
Yeah. Yes. Okay. So he needs to be enrolled in another school so that he can get the proper education.
But we can't give you credit for that until you provide us proof that he's enrolled. So you didn't provide. The only thing you said in your objection is that you think it should be handled in Texas, and that you stated, I request this case be transferred to Texas for a thorough review and reassessment. It is imperative that the court holds the non-custodial parent accountable not only for financial obligations, but for a lack of involvement in our child's life. Ensuring the best interests of my child are met requires a comprehensive and updated evaluation, which it fails to provide. And what I'm saying is we gave you credit for everything that you provided us with, including health insurance. You provided us proof of Aetna health insurance. So we gave you credit for that on the worksheet. We gave you credit for the after-school care, or whatever after-school that you haven't currently enrolled. And we kept the upward deviation.
They gave her credit for everything already. All of that was a part of her worksheet. But it's interesting that LaToya wrote to the court that he should be held accountable financially, and he should also be held accountable for not being active in the child's life. Well, financially, he's paying $2,100 per month in child support. And you're the one that ran from Georgia to Florida all the way to Texas, saying you just had to get away from him like your life was in danger. Well, if you're running all the way to Texas when the father's in Georgia, you already know what to expect. You can't be present all the time for a child that's 1,000 miles. See, you're saying one thing, but your actions show something else. If you wanted them to be closer, you would have stayed close to him in Georgia. These are your decisions, and you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, this just happened last Wednesday. And I don't even know where my social worker is. Her email has bounced back, so I don't know. No one keeps up with me, so I'm here. So all this is new.
So are you? Is it your position that you want Texas to handle it?
Yeah, because nobody has done anything to him. Like right now, no one holds him in the court of law for nothing.
No, so he is
nothing. He doesn't pay on time. You have ordered him to pay on the first.
In Georgia, one moment. In Georgia, the non-custodial parents have until the end of the month to pay. He has paid on time every single month. He typically pays the first week of the month, and I can show a pay history. I can show you
my pay history. I will pull up my bank account.
Child, this is too much. Y'all could go over there and watch it. We had already watched this, but for this new Father's Day video that's coming on Sunday, I wanted to show y'all this video. Jamal is out there, and the people that sit under him, I don't know how y'all do it. Y'all should be ashamed of yourselves. Get out of that raggedy church, get delivered, get saved, and repent of your sins today. Jesus Christ is Lord. Jesus Christ is returning very soon. Cousins, I love you. Let me know what you think about this foolishness. Leave a comment for me. Thank you for those of you showing me love and support. Listen, ladies, take your cookies off the table. Jamal could have given her AIDS. The lady at the beginning. She's... I can't wait for Tasha K to reveal, to leave this thing here, girl. This scandal. Ooh, I feel like I need to go back to bed. House and Profile begins in September. If you want to get married, you don't spread your legs to various men. Okay. Cousins, I love you. I'll talk to you later. Let me know what you think about this foolishness. Bye.